I went back to Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember why. My family just wanted to go out there. But I have a tattoo artist out there that I be getting my tattoos done from. And then I've always had this vision, bro. Like I feel like one day my brain went upside down. Like, I had a whole nother way of thinking, bro.
Wait, hold up. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of No Right Answers. Today I'm with Anderson, someone I met. He's into the fashion scene. Someone that I think is what's it called? Definitely different from the crowd. Similar to his brand. I'm gonna let him kind of introduce himself, kind of tell a little bit about his backstory, because he's fairly new to me, so I'm gonna be learning along with y'all.
Yo, what's going on? It's Anderson. I got a clothing brand. It's called Different Thoughts. I just moved to Atlanta September 1st. I'm originally from Minnesota. Well, I was born in Colombia. I moved to Minnesota when I was 2. So really like my whole kind of way.
You like grew up in Minnesota?
Grew up in Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm still, I'm Colombian. But yeah, just kind of my vibe, the way I speak, everything is basically from Minnesota. But yeah, man, I moved out to Atlanta just to I feel like there's more opportunities out here on like certain things like clothing brands. I just feel like the momentum that I kind of had growing in Minnesota with my brand would kind of just expand even more coming out to Atlanta. I moved out here kind of just to be around somebody that I know, you know what I'm saying, kind of like mindsets that I kind of feel like I could build off of.
Okay, I kind of want to touch up on that. So you're relatively new to Atlanta. So would you say this is like a new mindset that kind of helped you move out here? Because like just hearing from what you said, you're saying you wanted to meet people that are driven, like-minded. Mm-hmm. Is that something that you've like kind of craved for like a long time, or is it something that kind of like ignited you and then shit like let's move to Atlanta?
Yeah, bro. Really, that's what it was. Like I'd say like years behind. I was just having a lot of stuff going on. I was kind of in a bad place, you know what I'm saying? It kind of triggered something in my mind to kind of, I guess, start thinking different. That's when my brand kind of really like came to my mind, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a brand at first. It was just a kind of a way of thinking, bro. I don't know. I just wasn't really doing a lot. I've always dreamt big, but I used to want to, you know what I'm saying, make it to the NBA. I didn't really know what I wanted to do at the time. And then I just had kind of tragic things going on that kind of triggered my mind to just kind of, I was doing certain things and then I would challenge myself every day to kind of do something different, bro. Like things that I would never do before. I used to wake up, I used to kind of, I don't know, just, I know you kind of said not the little 5 a.m. thing, but it was like, I would just be out, bro, like all the time at 4 a.m., like popping out, you know what I'm saying? And then when I started having that kind of mind change, I just wanted to challenge myself to see if I could do it. Like, so I would wake up at like 5 a.m. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying, start testing myself. I started drinking water. I started just eating better, stuff like that. Exercising, you know what I'm saying, doing all that. I wasn't really, I mean, I would exercise playing basketball, but now I started taking it more like on a personal, like I just need to better myself. I've always kind of felt like I was kind of thinking a little different, you know what I'm saying?
Like you've been feeling like that?
For sure, yeah. Okay. That just kind of stamped me on like, now I want to do positive things different, like, or just, I don't know, I just kind of added that. And then at that time, I had a moment where I deleted all my social media. I kind of went away from a lot of people just to really focus on like, just really me, bro. And then at that time, I'm like, I got to kind of get away from all these people that I've been around, and I need to really start getting around people that are trying to really do something and try to really think into like, this direction, like forward.
They know
direction.
where they want to go, and they're after it.
And they're after something. So yeah, I kind of got presented the opportunity from a person that I know off a styling gig. Became a stylist. We've kind of known each other since I was 12. And then yeah, just out here trying to just, you know what I'm saying, be around people that do the same thing, bro, that just want to do something progressive, want to do something positive.
Trying to grow. Yeah. Nah, man, I couldn't agree with you more. Like, that's also one of the main reasons I even started doing this podcast. Like, I'm trying to, build a community, like meet people that are like-minded, driven, that are doing something. Cause like, I feel like most people, they kind of just let life, like, kind of like take control of what's their destiny. But I'm trying to meet people that, want to take control of their life and actually make it their own and like create instead of just like regurgitate and react. So I really like, and I admire what you did. Moving to a different state is not easy, especially, I mean, you know the guy, but like, he's not family.
Right.
You know, so that's admirable and stuff. And I think that big step is really like, is needed to like really push you over the edge and like, okay, it's all in. It's either like do or die, you know? Like you're not really planning on failing.
For sure. And also it's like, I was watching this video, I don't know if you guys know a guy named Vic Blends.
Man, that sounds familiar. What does he do?
He's a barber out here.
Oh yeah.
You know
No, I know him. Yeah.
And he has a crazy video where he kind of explains the reason on why you should leave your home state. On how it just like you feel comfortable in your home state. I don't know. It just kind of really pushes you when you kind of leave your comfort zone. That's kind of what I kind of knew that like before I just moved here. Like I knew it was gonna
like help you grow.
I just recently moved out my parents. I'm 24 now, but I was living with my parents. When I was in Minnesota, I wasn't living with them for like a year. Then I moved to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you moved out of your parents' crib and then experienced living on your own. Now,
and
that's a big jump, bro.
You know what I mean, bro? So, and I kind of like just off of just leaving my parents' crib. You know what I'm saying? I felt the challenge, but I would be able to go to their crib or like, you know what I'm saying? There's always something that you can just fall back on.
Okay.
That's the main reason I'm like, I don't want to be able to fall back on anything, bro. Like, I just want to be able to just go all out. Like, it's a little more risky, but like they say, bro, like bigger risk, bigger reward. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the mindset.
Okay.
Why I even left my home state, where I'm comfortable at, and kind of just, yeah, bro.
Wanted some change.
Yeah.
So something that we were kind of talking before we started recording. And you went over it kind of very briefly, but I kind of want to dive deeper into it because I really like this story about how you met the guy who, you know, kind of brought you out to Atlanta because, like, that type of character is someone that kind of aspires to be where once you reach a certain level of success, of whatever you want to call it, you're not just worried about yourself now. You have the power and the luxury of bringing other people up to your level, you know? It's not just about you no more.
Right.
So I kind of want you to like, you know, talk about that guy because to me, I really like that story.
Yeah. First, I want to give a shout out to my man, Melly P. So I met him when I was 12 at the YMCA, just playing basketball. And from there, he's about like 8 years older than me. I was probably 12, he was 20 at the time. We just kind of clicked on some, you know, just playing basketball. At the time, I was a youngin', bro. I had an iPhone. I don't know. I wouldn't say I was spoiled, but like I just got like a Christmas gift. My parents gave me an iPhone, you know what I'm saying? And then I was showing him the NBA app, and he always brings that up. He's like, bro, I remember when you was 12, you showed me the NBA app, and you could see basketball games on the phone. Like, you were the first one to show me that, you know what I'm saying? So, and then looking forward from that, we would never hang, you know what I'm saying? Just big age difference, you know what I'm saying? We were just cooling on some basketball stuff. And then one day, he started working at this barbershop that I started going to.
You like bumped into him randomly?
On some random stuff, yeah, bro. I went to go get a haircut from somebody else, and he's like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you remember me from when we used to play basketball and stuff at the gym. I'm like, yeah, bro, for sure, like, you already know. And then from there, I just started going to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just started getting cut by him. We started tapping in like that. And then we kind of re-tapped in. I kind of went off the map for a little bit, and then I kind of came back on the scene again. Kind of like made an Instagram again, but this time I took Instagram a little more like business-like or kind of a little more serious. Before I was just doing it for like personal reasons, you know what I'm saying? And then when I came back, I don't know, I feel like he kind of saw that I was kind of getting a little more serious about doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's when I kind of started styling people, and then one day I was posting on my Instagram like, yo, is there anybody that wants to be styled? You know what I'm saying? He kind of scrolled up, he's like, let's do it, bro, let's kind of see what we could do. And then he told me that if I get him 5 outfits and he likes them, then I could become his personal stylist. So
were you like kind of nervous when you heard that?
I was, yeah, bro, that's pressure, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really confident in dressing myself, bro. And before him, I was styling people just for free. And most of the time, for me, it was hits, and they were always kind of happy, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of already had the confidence in doing it. I never did a legit one like that, you know what I'm saying, where he gave me a whole day and no budget and just go shop for me, come up with 5 outfits. So it was definitely a lot of pressure, but I knew I was ready for the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I've been waiting for, bro. Like, clothing is something I really like doing. And then now it's like on some money stuff. So yeah, I was shopping all day, bro. I woke up at like probably like 7 a.m. Got to the mall at like 9. Make sure, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this serious, bro. Like, it's a whole work day.
Did you already like plan like, okay, I'm gonna hit up this store, or
Nah,
like...
I just knew I needed a lot of time to hit a lot of stores.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I looked at it. So yeah, I was just shopping all day, and then yeah, I just went to like, I ain't gonna lie, I think I went to like probably 10 to like 15 different stores, bro. And then yeah, I got him the 5 fits. I pulled up to his crib. He ended up liking 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? But bro, after like 4 of them was enough. You know what I'm saying? I think 5 was just so we could kind of just have something to work with. You know what I'm saying? But then there was one that actually like really stuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave him the fits. He was like, yeah, I fuck with him, whatever. And then like I say like a month or 2 later, he was in Atlanta. He had like some type of photo shoot with some going on out here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he was gonna drop the fit that day. You know what I'm saying? Randomly, I'm at work. I was still working at Fogo de Chao at the time. I think I was serving the table, bro, and then like on somebody had sent me some on Instagram. I seen it. I'm like, oh snap.
Like he tagged you, or
so he posted the fit, and then he just let everybody know in the comments like, shout out my stylist. You know what I'm saying? But the pic went crazy, bro. Like he had people like, yo, who like, cause he ain't never had that type of look before, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
That look switched it up for him, and it popped like a lot, bro. So that's what really, to me, is what really set it off. Where I'm like, I could really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that opened up other stuff, and then from there, I had other people like, I don't know, just I kept asking people if somebody would be down to let me style him. And then I have another friend that I've known him personally since we were in like high school and stuff. Now he's in the NBA doing his thing. His was probably like the more personal one where the fit I gave him was in the NBA scene. You know what I'm saying? As a youngin', bro, I've always dreamt big of like, I just wanted to make it to the NBA. It was either NBA or nothing. Like as a kid growing up, that's just all I knew, bro. So, and then having a fit of mine in the NBA scene was kind of like the stamp, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was real personal, bro. So just from there, went from that. And then I would have other gigs where people just like, I had one guy that he does, he kind of does real estate and stuff like that. He had to just pop out to like it was like a little, like a networking event, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So just little gigs like from that, but those 2 were like the main like set-offs, like, yo, you got this.
Like, I can do this. Like, this is real.
This is real. Like, literally, bro. Like, that's what it was.
That must be crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So some questions I have is, so when you style somebody, do they tell you like, okay, I like a very chill, like relaxed style, or are you like, you look at their body, okay, this type of fit would look good on you, or like how do you curate like a wardrobe, or is it just fits for them?
For me, styling is always, I don't really like to style people off of how they look, because that would be pointless of me styling them if it's going to be the same vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I do like to see what type of vibe they have, but I always challenge them. Like my friend, I had to really convince him to wear these certain boots that I got him.
Shit, okay.
I sent him a picture. He was like, bro, no. Like, I don't know if it's like, it's just, with fashion, bro, to me, I really like taking risks. Like, today I'm just kind of chilling. I don't really need to put a stamp on nothing today. But with him, I just needed to make sure the fit kind of stuck out. But I don't know, I always add my flavor to it. So I never really go for what they kind of want. I always try to challenge them, like, let's just try this out, bro. Just trust me, and if you like it, then you'll see the results with other people's reactions, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like a little confidence booster, like,
confidence
booster. Yeah, that's crazy.
And yeah, I just don't really, I don't know, I just always add my flavor to what they got going on too. Like, yeah, I see their vibe a little bit, but I always add a whole nother look to them.
Like add your touch.
Add my touch.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can see like this is fit by him. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, so I know you got paid for like a couple of jobs. Is this something that you're trying to take like more serious, or is this more of a side thing for you? Because I know you got your own brand.
For sure, exactly. So as far as the styling gig, I don't really have a specific plan for it. I just feel like there's no real limit to styling. Like, it comes with a lot of stuff. Like, I can style myself. Now with my brand, like, I did a photo shoot one day, and I got to style all the people. Like, I dressed them up. I got them the fits, gave them the stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? It just adds to whatever I have going on in fashion, bro. Like, anything that I could just add to my brand is just always gonna help. Yeah, I want to also personally be able, like, on some, I don't really care to like fully promote the styling side of it, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it could just add to my brand.
It's like another skill you have.
Another skill I have. I will definitely be somebody's personal stylist on some low-key stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, but yeah, just on some, I guess you could say some side, just kind of add to my brand.
Okay. I guess it's like a perfect transition to like what you're really focused on, you know, your clothing brand.
Yeah.
Give me like a quick rundown on like the name, you know, where you got it from, like the story behind it.
So yeah, like I was telling you, bro, it started first when I was kind of going through, I feel like I was at rock bottom in my life at one point. I had a big switch mentally, like mainly it was just a mental switch that I had. And that's kind of where the brand kind of was, like the seed kind of got planted in my head, like, okay, I'm starting to think a little different now. I'm starting to take things a little more serious. And then when I was able to progress, I got to a point one day, I went back to Colombia. I don't remember why, my family just wanted to go out there. But I have a tattoo artist out there that I be getting my tattoos done from. And then I've always had this vision, bro, like I feel like one day my brain went upside down. Like I had a whole nother way of thinking, bro. And
wait, hold up. Right. So just one day you were just like, your whole, okay, perfect. So the word I'm thinking, or the word I'm trying to use is called paradigm shift. That basically means like your whole perspective on life completely shifts. Completely. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about, yeah. Like well, my mind just, like to me, the way I'd like to define it, bro, my mind just went upside down. My train of thought went upside down. Like everything was completely different. And then the eye in the middle is when I felt like I started really being able to see when that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like I could just, I don't even know, but like everything just became more clear, more meaningful. Like I don't know. So that's kind of like the mindset. That's where it started off at first. And then when I went to the tattoo artist, I'm like, yo, bro, I've been having this like this vision of like my brain just upside down. I want an eye in the middle. He was like, you sure? Like, I'm like, yeah, bro. And then so we went on Google. We picked out a brain. We picked out an eye. He turned it around, put an eye in the middle. He's like, you sure this is what you want? I'm like, yeah.
Go for it.
And then yeah, bro, you got it right here. Tattoo on.
So that's a lot more realistic than I thought.
So that's where it started at, bro. Like, first it started as a tattoo, and then he was like, yo, I've never tattooed nothing like that. Like, this is really unique. Like, this is crazy. Like, I see what you're doing now. You know what I'm saying? At first, he was just kind of like, I don't know. And I really felt that, like, when he told me, like, yo, this is dope. Like, I've never seen this before. Like, whatever it is, I fuck with it. So then I was already kind of like, you know what I'm saying, styling people a little bit. So I'm like, man, let me just make this.
Like, you've been in the fashion scene, like, your whole life type?
Nah, I mean, I've been just, you know, dressing myself. I was asked this before, like, how did kind of like fashion kind of start for you? I feel like when I was younger, I was just always like, my mom would always try to like keep me fresh for like certain events like Christmas, like New Year's, birthdays and stuff like that. Okay. So I just really like, you know what I'm saying?
You knew how to take care of yourself, make sure you look good.
She let me dress myself when I was young, you know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
So it kind of just started off like that, but I just always, I don't know, shout out to my mom. She always she always try to keep me fresh, bro. So I guess from there, but I have never really been in the fashion scene, you know what I'm saying? Until I actually started trying to style people. So it became like, I would just start styling personal people and stuff like that. Okay. So I had some type of momentum going, then I had this, I'm like, man, this could be a perfect logo. I wasn't even planning on it being a logo, you know what I'm saying? It just was dope, and I'm like, I feel like I'm already creative, I could put all my thoughts that I have going on right now into this brand. So let's just make it a logo, and then I had a friend, this girl, she's really dope at drawing. So I had already made this, you know what I'm saying, but she was just able to digitize it. And then shout out to her too, shout out to Taylor. She just came up with the color scheme behind it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have an exact color scheme that I wanted behind it, but this just really helped it pop. I plan on like kind of switching up the colors.
Yeah, like I want to ask, what's the orange,
That's, I don't have a meaning behind it. That's what she came up with. Okay. And I liked it.
And it works.
Kind of stuck out and it works. Yeah.
Okay.
I do plan on like, you know what I'm saying? I have other like hats and hoodies where I've made the logo just like white and black or like different colors and stuff like that. But this just was like the first look I needed to show people so it could stick out and people could really pay attention to it. And then yeah, so I made it into a logo. The first thing I ever made was just like a quick hat. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just put this on a hat real quick.
What type of hat?
It was a fitted hat, like a curved fitted hat. I got it from Lids.
Okay.
So I got my logo digitized, put it in a USB, pulled up to Lids. I'm like, hey man,
Put this on.
put this on there. And then so I posted it on my Snapchat, my IG and stuff. People started liking it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, who wants to buy it? You know what I'm saying? Somebody bought it from there. Like, just off of just having somebody buy my first thing, I'm like, this could go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I had a unique feeling about this, bro. I don't know. I don't want to like really come at nobody. I just feel like sometimes certain people do clothes as like I can make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? And for sure, I feel like there is money in clothes, obviously. But my whole thing is like I really like doing this. Like I really feel like
it's a form of art to you.
A form of art, bro. Like it's just stuff that this is like a personal thing. It's not. I didn't look at it like, oh, I'm only trying to just come up with a couple of little quick dollars, and then after I come up, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to do this like forever. Really, like if I could do this forever, I'm gonna keep doing it forever, bro.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's just how I started. I started off with hats, and then my mom kind of started trying to plug me in because I'm from Colombia, and out there, the money is it's kind of different. The money out here is kind of worth more out there. So she's like, let's test out Colombia, let's kind of see. So I started getting some hoodies made and stuff like that out there. And then yeah, I just started. At first, I was getting stuff just manufactured, and then I also wanted to like add skills to like myself. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I feel like I can dress and I can kind of come up with certain concepts and stuff like that. But I also want to be able to make my own type of clothes. Okay. I've never been able to do that before, so I met this lady. She's been sewing since she said she was like 15 or something like that. She's like 50 now. So I was just paying her. She would kind of guide me how to sew, you know what I'm saying? She would kind of sew half the shirt for me. I would sew the other half and just kind of added on to that. And then when I moved to Atlanta, I met this girl she goes to Georgia State right now. She does some type of fashion, something. But we just met. She told me that she knows how to sew, so you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of show me a little something about that. And then she's the one that guided me through this whole bag. I made the whole bag, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you handmade this?
Handmade the whole bag, bro.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, just to kind of like add certain skills to, you know what I mean? Just.
You mind if I see it real quick?
For sure, bro, yeah. It's denim.
You cut the denim too?
Cut the denim, everything, bro. I would just have a little struggle. She was like, I think you should do this, or I think you should, you know what I'm saying? But just being there.
It's clean, it's like a
quick look, you know what I'm saying? Got my little books in there, wallet, chapstick, keys. But yeah, bro, now I'm just at a point where I'm just really looking, I guess, for like a legit manufacturer where I'm like, this is the exact clothes I want to make. Like now I have, you know what I'm saying, the hood, like the quality is good from the hoodies and stuff like that, the hats that I make, but I'm just kind of
like really find the one?
Really find the one, yeah. Kind of just hit
Is that process like you just hit up like a bunch of manufacturers, give me this hoodie, and you just kind of feel them out? Okay, this one I like, this one I don't like. Maybe their sweats are nice, but...
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
I had one, like the people from Colombia that I was getting done, like, so some of their hoodies were cool, like, you know what I'm saying? They were like, I could get them out. I understood that part. I'm like, yes, let's see if I can sell this stuff. Just kind of like the vibe that I have. Not so much quality, but just see if I could get out there. Yeah, it went pretty good, but I still wasn't satisfied, like, this is what I want people to have on.
Yeah, okay. There's no pride in it. Like,
there's no pride in it,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let me kind of, but they did have these windbreaker, like, sweats that I really like. And I might keep that side of it, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's just kind of just really looking.
Okay.
I started this about like, I guess probably like 8 months ago. Like the brand actually getting the LLC and actually, you know what I'm saying? Like actually really trying to make the brand grow. So yeah, bro, that's the phase I'm at right now, is just really looking for a manufacturer. Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that you just said about like starting 8 months ago, is this when you started your Instagram? Because you said you started your Instagram for like business reasons?
No, so when I kind of already had the plan of like, I want to do something clothing related, you know what I'm saying? Like if it could just be like me just posting my style or, you know what I'm saying? But then the brand kind of came in. So I kind of just started putting that more seriously. Like just most of the things I want to post are either like sort of, I guess, my way of thinking or just the brand, just period, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I also made an Instagram for my brand now after I created the brand. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, before I made the Instagram first, kind of just like having a different type of look on Instagram now. At first, I kind of was just on some
Like messing around.
messing around, bro. Just,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little more serious though.
All right, so now you're in the manufacture. So do you already have like kind of designs prepared, and you're just trying to find the right material for it? So okay, so all right, explain to me on that. Like, so how are you about to like drop these lines? Are you doing like a I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
So like,
so what I was doing in Minnesota at the time with the girl who I told you digitized the logo for me, like she's crazy at drawing. Like she's on another level with drawing. So I would go to her with my ideas, and then we would just sit there, and I would tell her like what I kind of want put on a hoodie. She would just draw it out for me, stuff like that. But we linked up a lot, so we made a lot of stuff that I haven't dropped really anything of it. The only stuff I really have now is just like logo. Like I just want the people to see the logo, kind of just
like your brand, and they know
my brand.
Okay.
And then later on is where I'll kind of shrink the logo a little bit and kind of put more of my ideas, like my art, like my thoughts behind my clothes and stuff like that. With her, while she was doing that for me, I was also kind of like having her teach me how to draw as well, so I could then, you know what I'm saying, be able to draw my own clothes and stuff for myself.
I love how you take advantage to learn a new skill, like at every turn.
Every turn, bro. Every time I feel like there's something I could benefit off, I'm gonna take it, like for real. And then but other than that, I just have ideas. If I can't really draw it, then I hit her up. We'll FaceTime and stuff like that. But yeah, I do have like I said, I came up with a whole bunch of ideas. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just being able to kind of make it now. But
like, so are these ideas more like prints, or like I don't know what type of like style you're trying to curate? Like, is it more of like actual clothes? Like, I don't know if you're trying to have like some crazy shapes, or you want to keep it simple and just have like the graphic like super like interesting.
Right. I do plan on being able to add that on where like the clothes is more like looking crazy. But at first it's just like, it's just a plain hoodie, and then it has like the print on it, like just like a certain message behind it. Or
like words, or like? Not
words. Some of them might be through words. I mean, I could kind of let this one out. So I made a hoodie. It's about this Sphinx cat. Okay. You know what a Sphinx cat is? Like that bald cat? Yeah. It's just like, you either really like the cat, or you just think it's ugly. Yeah. I just like the mindset, like the cat just sticks out, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I put that cat on one of the hoodies, just wrote different thoughts at the bottom of it. But it was like a message sent out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have a cat. I just kind of like the fact that the cat is just, like, some people are like, oh, that cat is just so ugly. Like, I think it's just ugly because it's not how other cats look. You know what I'm saying? That's just my mindset behind that. But yeah, it's just really different prints and just messages. Some of them are words. Some of them are just like designs about certain things that I see, or kind of the ways I think and stuff like that.
Okay. Man, so like, okay, that kind of makes me think. You're trying to kind of portray this message, like the think different, whatever, with the cat. But I wonder the artist's perspective when a customer buys it for a different reason. Like, they just think it looks cool, or like they just really like that cat. Is that, I don't want to say offensive, but are you like you're not getting it? Like, this is what it's really about. Is that something that like kind of bothers you, or?
Honestly, not really. I mean, if you get it and you look fresh in it, then that's perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like there'll be certain people that get that message, and those are the people where I'll be like, this was kind of meant for you. Some people, I feel like they'll just be like, oh, that's dope, bro. Like, I really want it. I just think it's dope. I think it'll go with these shoes or something. But I know for a fact there'll be some people that will get the message and
like
take it personally and kind of really be able. And I'll be able to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's cool.
I feel like I'll be able to tell with that, bro. For sure.
I feel like that kind of plays in with like building your brand. You're not trying to sell to everybody. You're trying to sell to the people that, you know, actually like had that same vision, that actually really fuck with your clothes.
Exactly. That's one. Like, I do have a certain group of people that I really want to wear the clothes, but anybody that wants it,
like, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah. Like, but there is, I feel like, a certain type of people that I feel like stick out, or just think outside the box, or, you know what I'm saying? Aren't in that stereotypical type of mindset. But yeah.
Well, who are some people that you would love to like like rock your brand or like be able to style?
Yeah, as far as like things that I really like, I mean, this is kind of like an obvious one. I really look up to Kanye a lot, just his way of thinking. There's another guy that plays basketball. His name's Luka Doncic.
I know Luka.
He's just, you know what I'm saying? He's just not your average basketball player.
Really? I feel like he's like the most like average. Like he's so like fundamental. Or is that not what you mean?
As far as people look at him and just have, I guess when he first started, we're like, oh, this big, chubby white dude, he's not gonna be able to last in the NBA. He's not athletic. He can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you think of a guy that's bouncy, that can just swole. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, to me, he's outside
He's different.
the box.
Okay.
Sure, yeah,
I see what you mean now.
just people like that, man. Anybody that's just, those are like my two, like, I guess you could say specifics, but there's a lot of other people out there that I really look up to, just mentally wise. And I feel like we can just, I don't know, we can kind of tell what they're doing when they're just not, when you kind of just see somebody, they're not really doing the average stuff, you know what I'm saying?
They're like a black sheep, like they're different from the from the crowd.
From the crowd, exactly. That's really the main message, just kind of being different from the crowd, bro.
Are you trying to like promote like standing out? You know, create like you should create your own style type of thing.
Literally.
Okay.
That's the message. I think the brand really just kind of expresses like being an individual, just, you know what I'm saying, kind of just really not kind of going by so much like such the things that you've kind of been taught to kind of live by, you know what I'm saying? One thing that I really like to do is my phone is pink for a specific reason. Like I feel like when we grow up, we're taught that boys wear blue or girls are wearing pink. You know what I'm saying? So like just to challenge people who kind of think that they know how life works off of just somebody came up with an idea of this is what this group of people do. I'm always challenge that. You know what I'm saying? Like do the opposite or just kind of just let them know like that's not how it always has to work. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You're like giving them like a new perspective.
New perspective, yeah. Just being able to just being like, why does it have to be like that, bro? Like,
why not? Yeah, it works.
You know what I'm saying? It works, bro. Just anything that's just challenging. This group of people eat this type of food, or this group of people do this all the time. Like that's not a fact, bro. It's never like there's not always gonna be one group of people that do the exact same thing, bro. Like ever. But some people have that mindset, like. You look like this, you have to do this for the rest of your life. Or you're this height, you're always gonna be not as good as the people. You know what I'm saying? Like just that, having that mindset, bro. Always challenging people that.
Do you think, so like, well, I feel like you. I feel like I think different from the majority of the people.
Sure, yeah,
I definitely feel like I'm different.
For sure.
But do you think this is something that is innate in us? Or do you think this is something that, like, I don't know if the brain flipping for you, that was like your awakening or, like, so basically I'm trying to say, do you think people are born different, or do you think this is something that you can kind of pick up and learn and like kind of build up like a skill?
I think for me personally, I think I was just born different. I was always put in different situations where I would stick out, and I didn't even want to stick out at first. You know what I'm saying? I was just put in those situations, and then I kind of just used that to my advantage. Like, I mean, I feel like sometimes when you start off different, you kind of don't want to be different. Like when you're young, you don't really understand why you're so different.
Okay.
You kind of like, damn, bro, I want to be in the crowd. Like I don't want to be feeling weird, I guess. You know what
like
I'm
the
saying?
outcast.
The outcast and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I kind of realized that I could really use it to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? But then I also, like I said, my brand, I feel like could really teach people who don't think different to kind of think different. I've had people personally where I've literally kind of showed them like my mindset, like, bro, this is how things can work. Like you really can think for yourself. And they kind of started picking up on it and started, like, I really stick behind that stuff. It's kind of really helping people think different, bro. For real.
But that's gotta be like an amazing feeling, being up, because I feel like you're literally showing people a new world.
A new world.
You're flipping their brain, bro.
Brain, bro, literally. Bro. And that gets deep, bro. Like we get that connection when
Wow.
I try to anything I do all the time, bro. Like it could be as little as just like I just went skiing the other day with a whole bunch of people that have never skied before, and that was just like they're from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I come from Minnesota. It's always cold out there.
You was like killing the slopes.
Showing them, bro. Just showing them like bro. After that, they took that so personal. They're like, bro, I've never skied before. Like that feeling was crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just a different perspective from people out here who are always used to the heat and stuff like that. Just little details like that, bro. But it could get way deeper than that. But it just anything that could just kind of add something positive. And mentally, bro, skiing to me is like, it's a mental challenge every time you're skiing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can really push you to do things outside of skiing that are gonna be challenging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Going down that hill and you going down the biggest hill is like, no matter how good you are, you always gonna have some type of feeling behind it. You know what I'm saying? So if you get through that, you can get through a whole bunch of easier stuff throughout your regular day life.
You like kind of you set the bar a little bit higher. Like if I could do that, I could definitely do this.
Definitely do this while just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, to me, skiing is kind of like life or death sometimes, bro. Like you can really mess yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like once you get through a life or death moment, any life or death moment that you get through is always gonna mentally push you to another level. No
That's
matter
facts.
What, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why skiing is literally to help my mental, bro. And just being able to open people to that side of like how I think really was pretty dope, bro.
Did you like grow up skiing or?
Nah, I kind of started skiing like 3-4 years ago.
Okay, not too long.
I kind of used to think I was too cool for skiing. And then my parents one day just invited me. Like my nephew had came back in town. They were just trying to find something for him to do. And then he started skiing. I'm like, man, let me just try it out. And my first time skiing, bro, so my nephew, he's 8 years younger than me. So at the time, he was like 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I went, he's going off like the bigger hill. So I'm like, this should be easy. You know what I'm saying? And I went off the big hill, bro. And I literally, it was to a point, like that's what made me want to ski, bro. Like,
my alarm went off, so like the video's it just cut, but we're gonna continue the story.
Yeah, and then, so I went down the hill. It was either I was gonna figure out a way to just stop, or I'm cracking myself against this wall, bro. Like, or mess myself up, die, whatever. I was going real fast, bro. Like, it was gonna hurt. I was gonna get injured, something was gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? So that was like my first light, like, yo, like what the, like, I gotta get good at this, you know what I'm saying? And then just from there, I just having that feeling of that, I guess that rush, bro, or that intensity, just kind of, I started taking it serious, bro. Like, I would go a lot, and then I took a trip to Colorado. It just really tests your brain, bro. That's why I like skiing.
I feel like that's like kind of common in most sports. Obviously, not all sports are like life or death,
Right.
but like even with basketball, I know you play a lot. I think, like I was talking with the last guy I interviewed, Naj. I used to play basketball with him in high school. Just like how that mindset of like you're out like after the lights are off, like you're still dribbling, you're still trying to get your jumper right. Like that mindset kind of carried over into other aspects of our lives, of like that dedication. You know, we're not gonna like take no for an answer, or whatever.
And dreaming big, I feel like basketball. That's what I feel like basketball really is what made me dream big. You know what I'm saying? Just always having an NBA goal, like that's a high bar that I set for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to make it to the NBA, but now I have a high bar for my clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still the same type of level, bro. So I always want to shout out basketball for that.
Do you still hoop?
Yeah, I still try to hoop whenever I get the chance to hoop.
Okay.
Pick up games. I still even try to practice to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like I'ma always have basketball. I'ma always play basketball no matter what.
Yeah, I've been trying to start hooping a lot more, but I feel like I don't know. I ain't got the time for it. I know.
I feel you, bro. But yeah, man.
Is there anything else that you kind of like wanted to speak on?
Off the top of my head, no, I don't got none right now. I think we kind of really hit everything. Just got to talk about the brand, my styling. Yeah, I don't really got nothing else, bro.
That's all good. Maybe we could kind of like go a little off topic. Maybe talk about like, so you say you were born in Colombia, and you basically moved out to Michigan, Minnesota, when you were like 2. Would you say you still have like the culture like rooted deep in you,
Colombian culture?
Yeah, or would you say you're more like Americanized, like growing up?
I feel like it's 50-50.
Your parents are both?
My parents are just Colombian.
Okay.
But at home, so I'm fluent in Spanish. I can speak Spanish like all the way.
Okay.
It's just my mom being able to. She just made sure that at home was only Spanish. She knew at school I would be learning English, stuff like that. So I feel like I can still go back and I can still, you know what I'm saying, communicate with my family and stuff like that. At home, it was literally like I was living in Colombia. All the food I was eating was Colombian plates. I got the Colombian colors tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? I try to always keep Colombia in me. Yeah, I speak a little bit better English. That's just what I'm mostly around. You know what I'm saying? But Colombia, I'd say it's 50-50. Like,
okay.
Spanish side of me, English side of me, still.
That's like, oh, man, I'm like pretty jealous of that you were able to keep your Spanish. Cause like me, like growing up, I don't know what it was, like, cause we did speak Korean in the house, but I just like slowly lost it. So that's something I'm trying to work on, getting that language back. Cause I feel like it's important, you know. I don't know how you feel, but like I think like when I have kids, I would love for them to speak Korean, cause it opens up a whole new world of people to you.
And people, opportunity, everything. Like I know, like, people hear this all the time, but it really opens up a lot. And I always thank my mom. Like, it'd be crazy, bro. Like people from, like I'll be serving tables sometimes, and they'll be like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Colombia. And they're like, oh, like, did you grow up there? Did you grow up here? I'm like, so I was born there, like, kind of what I just told you. Moved here when I was 2. They were like, wow, like, you don't have any accent of, like, you know what I'm saying? So I always think of my mom in that moment, like, you really kept me, like, I see what you were doing, like, because I had I don't know if this is similar, but I had a cousin that, so she moved from Colombia to Minnesota when she was probably like 10. So she grew up speaking Spanish. And then her parents were kind of scared that she wasn't going to learn English outside of the house. So they would always try to talk to her in English at home. You know.
Oh, wow, that's different.
I think that's kind of, I wouldn't say that's where they messed up, but that's just kind of where she lost her Spanish. Like now she doesn't really know Spanish really. And she grew up speaking Spanish, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But it's like, I mean, I don't know. I would just really want.
How do you like lose a language? Because like from age 1 through 10, you were thinking in Spanish, you know? Like how do you just like lose that?
Exactly. But I don't know, but I just always want to thank my mom for that too. Like just keeping that in me.
Would you say people can tell you're Colombian, or when you tell them, are they kind of like thrown off? Like?
They could like, I mean, people that are from Colombia, like the accent I have is from Cali, it's Cali, Colombia.
Okay.
My mom has like a heavy accent.
Okay.
So I was always picked off from her. Or like my dad too. It's just, they could tell, like, they'll be like, oh, where you from? I'm like, yeah, Colombia. And they'll be like, you from Cali? I'll be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they already know.
They already know. But, or even like I've had people from other countries, they'll be like, where you from? And then I'll be like, I'm Colombian. They'll be like, yeah, that's what you give out and stuff. So I'm always keep that Colombia stuff in me, bro. I love Colombia too, so.
Man, yeah, I heard, what's up?
I said, I don't try to hide it. I try to make sure everybody knows I'm from Colombia.
Yeah, show your pride, man. But, so I used to work at this restaurant. It's called Monkey 68. The head chef, he's from Colombia. I think Bogota.
Bogota, yeah, it's capital, yeah.
He just tells me like the stories of like the nightlife or just like stories in general.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a really beautiful place. Definitely on my like bucket list.
Yeah, to go check. Yeah, for sure. Bro.
Have you been recently at all, or?
I was there probably like 2 years ago.
Not too bad.
I do go often, like whenever, like my mom just invited me to go for my dad's birthday. Like stuff like that is always like family oriented. Now that I know I can get clothes from out there, I'm gonna start taking like more personal
like
trips.
Business trips?
Yeah, business trips.
Yeah.
And to actually, cause like the clothes that I've gotten, it's always been through people that have flown out for us, like a relative or a friend, and then they bring back the clothes for me instead of having to pay somebody to, you know what I'm saying? Like the manufacturer, they'll get it made in Colombia, and then the person just go grab it, bag it up, bring it to me. But I want to be able to be like, this is what I really like. Like I get to see it through video, but not personally be there. Now it's like
it's different.
Now, yeah, I got a couple plans for like May. That's when I'm gonna start traveling more and doing stuff like that.
Man, that sounds fun, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's opening up a lot, bro. But
are you only trying to work like with manufacturers in Colombia, or have you? Okay.
That was just like my first, like, let's just see, like, you know what I'm saying? You like, for the same quality clothes that I've gotten out here, like let's say a shirt or something that I've paid maybe $35, $40 for to get the logo stitched, to get the shirt made. Like I said, it's probably like $35, $40. Out there, the exact same quality, the same stitching, like $5. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, let's check it out. Like I said, the quality still isn't what I need, but it's just like, I guess it's like a step of like.
Like you can see what it looks like. Okay, let me find like a better quality version of this.
Exactly, yeah. Like what really got my attention is like, well, you're spending only $5 instead of $40, you know what I'm saying? On the same quality that you're kind of getting out here. Because that's just like, just starting off, I kind of started up kind of pretty basic quality-wise out here. And then I'm like, okay, let's just see what they're talking about out there. See if I can make more money with the same type of stuff. But now I wouldn't even mind if I have to pay the bigger price for the
to get what you want.
To what I actually want, you know what I'm saying? But just starting off, I'm gonna just see what Colombia's talking about. Maybe I can find some, you know what I'm saying, for the low too with great quality out there. I just don't know yet, but it's just a matter of just looking. But I plan on just traveling, bro, and just seeing all types of different qualities. Even just being out here, I've been kind of searching at different areas. I still haven't found what I want, but it's just all about looking and just how bad.
Comes with time.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. Where did we get stopped out at? Do you remember what we were talking about? It's all good, bro. Yeah, welcome back. Another cut. We're just gonna, talk about his actual work. I feel like we didn't touch up on it enough, so I'm gonna let you take the floor real quick.
So at first I was selling t-shirts, hats, hoodies. My main focus right now is I'm hand making customized, like really one-on-one bags for people.
Are you only gonna use denim, or are you trying to use like different material?
Different material. Mainly right now, it's gonna be denim unless you ask for a different type of material.
Okay.
That's just kind of what I've been getting used to. I just started stitching, so I don't really know how to work with all these different types of materials. So yeah, right now it is denim. If you want a bag, you can hit me on my Instagram. It's Anderson Pratel Silva. That's my personal Instagram. Again, it's Anderson Pratel Silva.
Link's gonna be in the bio.
Link's gonna be in the bio. And then my clothing brand page is Different Thoughts Clothing. You can hit me on either one. Like I said, we can talk prices on there. Just hit me on my DM. Follow me, I follow back. But yeah, that's really what I just wanted to highlight real quick, bro.
I like it, man. And then can they find your clothing brand through your personal, I'm assuming? It's like linked in there, in the bio?
My clothing brand is on my personal Instagram bio.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And then, I think it's a good time to close it off. The way I usually end my podcast is I just ask my guests if there's just one piece of advice you want to give to your younger self, what would that be?
Honestly, bro, just kind of start taking clothing serious. What I'm saying? If I could understand that clothing was a business when I was a child, I would have started when I was 5, 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? Or just kind of just take things a little more serious off the jump. But I also feel like
as a kid,
that also taught me a lot. One thing that I'm big on is I don't really have regrets in life, bro. I just feel like everything just goes exactly how it's supposed to happen. I feel like yes, we do have control, but ultimately, I just feel like things are just gonna happen how they happen. So it's if I could give advice, would just be start clothing from a younger age, taking it more serious, more trying to build a brand up from a younger age. But I'm kind of glad it happened exactly how it happened, and I am exactly where I'm at right now. So.
All right, man.
For sure, bro.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on. I think you're my first fashion guest.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot about the whole process, and
That's crazy.
Man, I love digging picking your brain on your whole story because it's cool. Now when I see your clothes, I actually understand your perspective, what you're trying to portray.
That's
so
crazy, bro.
I appreciate you coming on and filling me in, bro.
I more than appreciate you having me, bro.
Oh yeah, no, bro. You saying you style people, that makes me I was just thinking to myself when I went to use the restroom it would be crazy to once we up this is my stylist, bro. To have your personal.
There, bro.
I didn't even think that was a thing until you said that, but yeah.
I mean, I'm always gonna be here, bro.
Big things coming, bro.
That shit, bro. For you having me on this.
Stop, bro.
Then hold on, it's in the whip, bro. But I got a hat for you, and I got these stickers that I was gonna give you.
Bro, I appreciate that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's love, bro. You showing love just having me on here, bro. I always gotta show love back, bro.
Man, bro, it's a pleasure, bro. It's a pleasure, bro.
For sure, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Catch us next week. Peace.